Hey there, this is the One Boom, and you're watching a DLC map review. Welcome to Kremlin. Enjoy the video. Alright, so first of all, like usual, I'm going to be giving you guys the number rating of this map, which is a 7 out of 10. If those two numbers are good for you, back out now. If you want to know why that this map gets a 7 out of 10, stick around. Alright, and as for the layout of this map, it reminds me a lot of Turbine from Black Ops 2. You have a heavily contested middle lane that contains the B flag and domination, and also a hardpoint during hardpoint. And anyway, it's got two lanes on either side that I guess aren't really as detailed, and they don't contain as many flank routes as Turbine, but it's the same basic idea. It's a long, rectangular map with relatively safe spawns and a heavily contested middle area. Each side of the map has huge minigun turrets similar to the one on Biolab. There's two on each side of the B flag area, and they can pretty much see the entire half of the map. So if you're on A side, you can see the entire C side. If you're on C side, you can see the entire A side. Of course, you can't see through walls with it, but you know what I mean. It has a nice range of view, and they can also provide good cover for your teammates that are trying to take the B flag or a hardpoint position. Now, where I get into the problem with this map is the way it is laid out. It kind of turns into a stalemate. It kind of turns into a line in the sand kind of map where everybody kind of wants to step over the line, and if they do, it flips spawns, and then, you know, the line's still there, but, you know, they're coming from different areas. People are coming from different areas, and I just don't really like that. It seems kind of nitpicky maybe, but I don't like stalemate maps. And I know a lot of people, you know, get bored with them as well. I think that's where Ghosts actually did really well with their large maps. They were large, huge, too many campers, too many little corners, but they didn't turn into stalemates. Each, like for instance, Stonehaven and Ghosts had so many different firefights. You could fight from the top of the burning building into the castle. You could fight from the ruined building over the sea spawns, I believe. Yeah, the sea spawns. And then you could fight from, well, the ruined building. And then you can go to the actual castle ruins and fight into the side door of the castle or get to the top of the castle. And, you know what I mean. There's a lot of different areas in Ghosts where you had variety in terms of the gunfights and engagements that you got in, whereas Kremlin's pretty much, this is my side of the map, and the other team's like, this is my side of the map. And pressing forward usually just flips spawns. Speaking of spawns, spawns are pretty good. I don't really have a lot of problem with the spawns. I don't think I've had any bad spawns. Some spawns are a little sticky, and you'll spawn relatively far away, but you'll spawn on the same side of the map as an enemy. But that's pretty much if the enemy pushes into your team by himself. He might kill you, and then you might spawn relatively close to him. But if the whole team pushes you, it's not going to turn into a spawn trap. That doesn't usually happen. Unfortunately, to be honest, I kind of wish it didn't just turn into a stalemate in the middle. It's a nice change of pace, I guess, but I would actually prefer some strategic spawn trapping to just, this is my side of the map. But yeah, you get it. The aesthetics of this map are very nice. I like the sunset, I like the snow, I like the buildings, I like the scale. The sounds are what gets me. I don't like the walker tanks making all the noise outside the map. I kind of wish this map was going to be clean. It was going to be nice. There wasn't going to be broken walls or anything. I thought it was just going to be a nice, clean-cut map, which is what Call of Duty fans like. I don't think any of us really kid ourselves into thinking we're in a war zone. I think we do like clean-cut maps that aren't gross and destroyed and big holes in walls and bricks everywhere and broken buildings and cracked windows and war going on everywhere. I kind of don't like that. Also, the walker tanks sound like Atlas 45 pistols, and if you have a decent headset, they might catch you off guard a couple times, but I'm sure I'll get used to it. It just seems like overkill. And also, if you look into the distance of the map, there are walker tanks moving around behind buildings and shooting things, and I think too much detail went to the outside of this map, when a lot more detail could have gone into the map itself. So again, this map gets a 7 out of 10. It's a decent map, a little stalematey, but overall it's a fun map that's kind of boring. It doesn't give you any BS spawns. It doesn't really, it doesn't do anything really annoying. So I guess what I should say is it's a clean map that plays very well. It's not a cluster mess, and it's a fun map to play on. So hope you guys enjoyed this map review. Let me know what you think about Kremlin down in the comment section below. And yeah, I will see you when I see you. Goodbye! I sound like SpongeBob.